And there we go. And we are live. Let me get this down to 9 minutes for this segment. All right, are we ready for the next one?
Welcome back. I'm Lou Wieland, and we're profiling DeKalb County, and specifically the DeKalb County Chamber of Commerce. And to do that, we have the Chief Executive Officer, Katerina Taylor, and the Marketing and Communications Director, Emily Yang. And if you missed any part of this show, it's on my website, AtlantaCommunityProfiles.com. And in the previous segment, we mentioned that DeKalb County is the fourth largest in population. Fulton, Gwinnett, Cobb, and DeKalb, over 711,000 residents. And so basically, we're trying to learn about the DeKalb County. Before we go any further, let's ask you this, if we could. How would you articulate the purpose and mission of the Chamber?
So the Chamber has been around since 1938, so we've been around for about 79 years. And the goal has always been the same. We're a business advocacy organization, and we really focus in 4 areas, and those areas are education, economic development, public policy, and then, of course, businesses and our business members. So what I would sum it up as, our true existence in DeKalb County is to be an advocate for businesses and help create a better quality of life for all DeKalb residents.
So basically, how many members do you have?
We have a little bit over 600 members.
600 members. So you're one of the larger chambers.
Yeah, well, compared to some of the other regional chambers, we're probably more mid-sized, but definitely bigger than some of the other chambers in DeKalb County and, of course, across the region.
Well, in the previous segment, to mention, too, another thing was that you have 64 spoken languages over there.
Mm-hmm.
So did you have to, I'm sure they're trying to train you to speak all 64.
No, they didn't. I wish they would have. But so, yeah, that, again, I think that what we talked about earlier is how that makes DeKalb so unique, but it also makes our neighborhoods unique. So I've lived in 3 different counties here in Georgia. I lived in Douglas County, I've lived in Fulton County, and now DeKalb. And I would say the neighborhood that I live in is a regentrified area, which is the first time that I've actually lived in a regentrified area or neighborhood. And it's the most diverse neighborhood I've ever lived in, even in Texas, even, living in Kansas. And so that makes me really proud of the county, and to lead the chamber in the county lets me know that diversity is important. We pride ourselves on being inclusive. And so we just have to continue to promote that inclusivity and being a diverse county.
John Eves was on the show last week.
Oh, great. I love John.
Yeah, he was a great guy. And now you can hear that interview, by the way, on my website, AtlantaCommunityProfiles.com. But he claims to have the most diverse county in the state.
Well, John, I don't know if I agree with you. But I think that, the Atlanta region overall, because a lot of times when we talk about Atlanta, we are speaking of the Atlanta region, which is really inclusive of several different counties. I mean, Gwinnett could tout the same thing, that they have the most diverse. But I think that, what's important to know is we all want to be inclusive when it comes to the region of Atlanta. Clarkston, specifically in DeKalb County, has been highlighted on CNN for being one of the most diverse cities across the country.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're working hard to ensure that the people of Clarkston, the mayor himself, which is a really great guy, that we're always being inclusive, not just in DeKalb, but in the region. Our doors are always open, and we embrace diversity. And while John might think Fulton has more diversity, I'm not sure if I'm gonna let him have that, but we certainly
okay, John,
are happy.
You're listening, John. We've got contest.
Okay, Chairman Eves.
On your website was one of the things I noticed that was kind of interesting, and that is the fact that over there you have Emory University.